One of the primary jobs of the commissioner is to allocate taxpayer funds to the multiple agencies within the county. That's kind of our job. And the thing I've probably learned the most is that there's only so much pie, and you can only cut it so many ways.
The budget is something we talk about all year long, and we're always looking at how is this going to affect Tabor? How is this going to affect our residents? Are we meeting our core goals and making sure that infrastructure is sound, capital improvement projects are sound. What we're doing this year is meeting those goals, but also looking way into the future. We're constantly thinking about that. It's in every decision that we make.
When we go through the budgeting process, we really look at what's important to the taxpayers. What are the things they're going to use and interact with every day?
In 2024, we've been able to carve out our priorities. And one of those big priorities for us is the eradication efforts for the Japanese beetle. We know this is such a large effort, and really it makes such a big difference in the lives of our residents if they can count on our agriculture to be strong and our economies to be strong. We had such great success from our last year's efforts that we want to really make sure that we're continuing to have those wins. In 2023, we were able to treat 1,200 properties, which is equivalent to 209 football fields. Agriculture, broadband, and mental health as well, and completing some of those projects from our ARPA fund dollars, making sure that the DeBeck Community Hall and the Clifton Community Campus are where they need to be for our residents.
We have 3,000 miles of road in Mesa County. 1,500 miles are paved, 1,500 miles are dirt road. And roads are one of the things that everybody notices when there's potholes, when there's failing sections, and there's big humps in the road. So it's a constant process to keep these roads up to standards. Everybody would like to drive on a brand new road, but the reality is we can't repair and overlay every single road every year, but we do our best. And so we hear you, and that's what we're trying to prioritize this year is more overlays, more repairs of roads, widening it where we can and where it's appropriate, yet still being smart with our tax dollars, with the tax dollars that we collect every year.
One of the areas we're investing a lot of our resources in is mental health. Fortunately, right now, about 100% of those dollars are coming from state sources, so it's not county dollars. But it's enabling us to get ahead of the system, to help people before it becomes a crisis, before they get arrested, before they go to the emergency room. And in the long run, that's going to save us money. Just since we started our intensive case management program about a year and a half ago, we've already seen a reduction in the average daily population of our jail from about 480 down to about 380. So that has a significant impact on our budget. It will allow us to free up the dollars we wouldn't have spent on the jail or building a new jail pod and invest it in other areas that are more important for the community, and doing it all with state tax dollars. Our vision and mission and part of our strategic plan is really focused on 4 key areas that all have to do with building the best team, building a culture of excellence, building fiscal stability, and building our community together. So the building the best team is about having qualified staff. And considering this market, it's very competitive to hire the best. And so we have to be able to invest resources to hire and retain qualified staff that can do a quality job for our residents.
I think I'm most proud of our budget is how we've really highlighted Team Mesa and made that a huge priority when it comes to valuing our employees. They're the employees that provide the services, exceptional service to our community. And when you make them the priority, they make the residents the priority.
Unlike 20 years ago when high-speed internet was a luxury, eBay was in its infancy. Not a lot of people shopped online. Most people still went to the stores, bought catalogs, ordered through the mail. High-speed internet was a pure luxury. Today, it's not a luxury, it's a vital utility because a lot of people educate from home, they're doing their online schooling, they do all their purchasing online, they're paying their bills online, they're doing telemedicine, so they're meeting with their doctor via Zoom. A lot of people work from home. It's more than just a luxury now, it's an absolute necessity. And so we're trying to help as a public entity with tax dollars. We're trying to say, hey, we need to prioritize these things because they aren't just a luxury, they're an absolute need now. Just like water, sewer, gas, electricity to your home, you also need that vital connection to the world, which is the internet.
Budgets are really no different than a household budget. And we want to make sure that we're being good stewards of county taxpayer dollars. And when households are making those tough decisions, we want them to know we are also making those tough decisions.
I think the most important aspect is that everything's done in public. From the moment we start talking about the budget, those are public workshops that people can attend. Any document that someone wants to see is available to them at request and sometimes online. We have a new budget software that is completely online, so someone can go through anything that they want to see in terms of the budget. They can compare it to years gone by and are projected for next year, which is just a great tool for transparency, because a lot of times budgets they're built in the back room and then the community gets to see the end product. And generally it's a product they can't even really read or understand. And we've prided ourselves in the ability to disseminate financial information to the community in bits that they can understand and digest.
When I think about the budgeting process, it's always forefront in my mind that every dollar we spend is a dollar that was first earned by the taxpayers. And so we're very careful. We are spending someone else's money, and we want to make sure that we do it in a very fiscally responsible way.